And you know what they called the dorm after that? They called it VC shitters and Twitchell crappers or something like that.
You thought like people in general were nasty?
No, girls are
You know what's sick? I took an accounting class my freshman year. That's some sick. I gotta say the word.
What is going on, you guys? Welcome to Dorm 101 Podcast, the podcast that has everything and nothing to do about college. I am your girl, Maya Gittins.
And I'm your girl, Victoria.
And we are here with Brianna.
Hi.
I swear her intros are always like that. But period, we're glad to have you back. Honestly, you might as well just like be a part of like
back to back, maybe. Sorry.
You might as well honestly just be like a part of the crew at this point. It's like you're not even a guest, bro.
But I'm not here enough for that.
But that's the point. That's why we record, you know.
Oh, right.
You know, it's not too bad. Like at this point, you're just a part of the crew. Like we're all roomies.
Thanks, guys.
You know, heartsicles. I'm crying. Well, I wanted to talk because obviously right now it's the summer. And even though like high school and middle school, y'all are still in school, which really does suck if you're in New York.
Yeah, that's trash.
But for those who are not in school, congrats, you made it out another year.
Literally.
It's a doozy. So how was your year?
Mine?
Yeah. How was your year, Bri?
Junior year was honestly, I feel like for me, junior year was like I found myself in a lot of the same situations. I had found myself like freshman or sophomore year, but I felt like I knew how to like better handle myself in the situations that I was in.
Yeah.
So it was annoying to be in those situations again of like, you know, the friendships, the relationships, and just like figuring out stuff about myself.
Yeah.
But I felt like I just knew I have more maturity and I have more of an adult mindset when it comes to like certain situations. And you just realize like,
yeah, that's
just a part of college. Like those things are going to happen. It is what it is, but you live, laugh, love, and you move on.
Period. Victoria, how was yours? Even though like you're literally still taking classes.
I'm still in school.
Literally. But how did the semester go, I guess, then?
It was very like I had to put the work in, like for real, for my finance class.
Oh yeah,
that was something I struggled with the most. Like I think all the other classes was a breeze. Yeah, but that one, like I had to put the hours in studying and really like getting it together. Really, kind of sucked that I didn't get to like do my graduation ceremony. Yeah, but I mean, I'm going for my bachelor's, so period. You know,
I'll
get a graduation. You know, one of these years.
That's what I'm talking about, though. I'm a grad, so this was just work life for me. It was definitely this year, I guess. Overall, was definitely eventful. Like just trying to figure out like what do I like, what do I don't like. I literally made a list of like 5 jobs or 5 places I wanted to work at, and then 5 job titles. And I was like, all right, bitch, you gotta like get this down to like 3 things. Like you can't have, first it was 10, then it was 5, and then I sat down and I talked to my good friend Alex and we got it down to 3, but honestly it's 2 now. It's community relation and communication. So if you want to hire me, and please look at my LinkedIn. Please look at my LinkedIn and my AGITTNS. Thank you. Plug yourself, period. But no, like it was definitely eventful. Like just trying to figure out what exactly I wanted to do, and I'm starting to really like community relation. I really like communication. I like talking to people, being personable, and I also like planning. Like I'm realizing like I like to like plan stuff and see it execute, and people really enjoy like basically my blood, sweat, and tears. And people be like, oh, I didn't know you were stressing for the last 3 months. Yeah, I was dying, but it was so worth it. So that's me definitely figuring that out.
But that's what your 20s are for.
Yeah,
figuring out your life.
But you know what your brother keeps saying?
What?
They keep saying like, Dad was like, because I'm like, oh, I want to travel, right? I'm like, oh, I want to go here, I want to go here. So he's like, you need to just stay home and figure it out, because I wasn't traveling in my. I'm like, whoa, different generation, babes.
You're right.
Like I get where he's coming from though, because I'm like, in my head, I'm like, all right, I want to go travel. I want to go do this. I want to go do that. But then in my head, I'd be looking at my account like, baby, you can't go nowhere. Baby, you can't go nowhere.
I'm so weak.
So yeah, I'm really excited for like, I'm starting to realize, obviously, with being in my 20s, that like, it is really like grind time. Like you can enjoy your 20s and still go out, still have fun. But at the end of the day, like refocus, get back to it. Yep. And kind of just figure it out, especially if like you're not, coming out of college with something like stable, like. And I'm actually enjoying it. Like I like the different avenues that I'm going in. It definitely is tiring, but it's fun in my opinion. I love it so much. So, period. Speaking from the heart.
Tu hello.
We gotta give Victoria tu hello.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Nobody. If you never seen that. I think it's a TikTok, but it's like literally Megan Thee Stallion, and the guy and the girl has like a shirt on, and instead of it saying love, it said like VELO, like, and she was like, "Hello," like it's hilarious. But the question of the day is, how did you survive your freshman year? Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't recall my freshman year.
I can't tell you my freshman year either like that.
The freshman year was last year.
Please, Victoria.
Victoria said that was
right
a year ago. A couple months ago.
You know what's sick? I took an accounting class my freshman year. That's some sick. Not gonna say the word. Yeah, like why would you do that to me?
That's crazy. Your freshman year.
My freshman year, accounting, straight off the bat.
Damn,
I'm not even an accounting
said,
major.
Here you go.
I took accounting sophomore year.
Okay.
And then I just took, and that was fall semester of my sophomore year. Then spring semester of my sophomore year, I took, oh my god, what was it?
I took statistics.
It wasn't pre-calc. Oh yeah, it was analytical statistics.
Yeah.
Mind you, I hadn't taken a math class since high school.
Yeah.
So honestly, for me, I wish I ended up taking a freaking math class.
Did you like accounting?
Year. Huh?
Did you like accounting?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
I'm not really like a super math girly. I like science.
Really?
But I'm not,
See, I'm a math girly. I love math.
like, I can give you a little multiplication tables, a little addition, little subtraction, maybe a little bit of like, I can understand concepts, but sometimes I'm just like, what? Like, statistics is something completely different. Give me like a pre-calculus, because I just took that. Like,
SOHCAHTOA.
What's that?
Like SO.
like sine,
that's
cosine.
Like, cosine. That's I think that's in statistics. It's like if you look on the calculator, it's like COS. TRE. Yeah, girl. Listen, I don't know what in my brain thought. Whatever dynamic my brain had, I was like, period. I was on there like, got it. I don't know why, but
yeah, no.
I have to take business statistics.
Yeah, that's not cute either.
Yeah,
that's
and I
not
have
it.
to take accounting again.
Oh,
what?
Is it like a level 2, like a?
It's like 1 and 2.
Okay,
ooh.
yeah, right.
Damn.
Yeah, for marketing. Does that make sense? No.
Well, yeah. You gotta say, yeah. It
For
makes sense that
marketing.
you have to
Oh
take
yeah,
those
because I guess you
classes.
guys do like handle numbers. But do you? She's like, absolutely not.
Girl, I
the
be
most
saying the
we
same
have to do
thing.
is like budget sheets.
Oh yeah. And
Does that have
Excel
to-
does that for you. So like, to be
Right.
honest,
Am I the only one that doesn't know how to use Excel?
you don't know how to use Excel?
I was gonna try and take like an Excel course this summer, but I'm like,
For what?
I don't have the money for that. No, like $100 to get a certificate.
Oh yeah, no,
So
absolutely
sorry,
not.
I'll just go on
No.
YouTube. Thank you.
No, seriously. All the girls that make budget like things on Instagram and stuff and like TikTok, I just be like, Etsy, bye.
I should start doing that.
No, I made one of my own.
You said Etsy?
Yeah. I literally bought one off of Etsy and I took what she did and I just made my own because hers was too difficult to understand and I just needed like a simple like bam, bam, bam. And hers was like circle, put in the numbers. I was like, no, I can't do this, love. I can't. So I just made one of my own. And I was like, okay, cool. But for me, my freshman year, I'm trying to think. My freshman year wasn't bad. Oh, no. My freshman year, I lived in a hall, which I don't even know if it's up anymore. And Eggers Hall or Eggers, whatever it's called. It had no AC.
Oh no. Lost me.
But we had heat. So in the summer we were hot, but in like we were cooling. We were good in the winter. But honestly, my freshman year was pretty good. I was so scared to go outside because of like my dad like not wanting me to like go outside, so I never went to parties like that or whatever.
Really?
So like yeah, like coming in my freshman year, like my roommates was like, oh my god, like let's go out, and I was like, no, like I was so like not for it. I was terrified, and like I remember one time we were on our way to go to the party and the party got shut down. I was so relieved because I was like, oh, putting on my pajamas, and I went back in the house or back in my dorm, and I lived in an all girls dorm. Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna lie, that whole community bathroom crap.
Yeah, see, no.
Oh, you thought like people in general were nasty?
No, girls are disgusting. They literally are.
Bro.
I remember being in high school and like seeing like floating pads.
Floating pads is crazy.
With like blood all up in there.
Yeah, no, girls are really...
No, let me tell y'all, okay.
Really nasty.
Terrible story, but like listen, as a freshman, like you don't get to pick anything. So if you're going into college, don't expect, the only thing you could probably pick is your classes, but like even that, you're the last to pick those classes anyway. So I remember you were either like put with with somebody to like room with, or you can like find somebody on Facebook. This girl that like lived on our floor, she just got handed like a random roommate. Oh my god. Said she like went in her room with her parents, like they came the day or whatever, and the girl had like she eats cat food.
Huh?
Yeah, she had cat food. She had cat food, and she was like,
she eats it?
She eats cat, like she was
This mic is all up in my mouth. Wait, she ate like actual cat?
She was like, the girl actually, she was like, oh, like, do you have a cat? She was like, no, like, this is my food. And I was like,
oh no.
And that girl wanted to switch her roommate so bad, but she had to stick with her at least for the semester.
Really?
And she said that she would come in our room and she would be so upset. She'd be like, I literally can't do this.
See,
like, I can't.
I can't relate because I got blessed
you can get
with
sick
a very,
of that?
very good
like,
roommate. Because I can't, like, honestly, I've seen, like, the roommate situations, the drama, the tea, and all that. Yeah. But, like, for me, when I went into Hampton, like, I chose...
You might need to move it closer. You might need to move it closer.
I chose... There were a bunch of dorms. Freshmen have to live on campus. That's, like, one of the rules of Hampton. And one of the the dorm that I lived in, it was called VC Suites. Or Virginia Cleveland Suites. And basically, like, we had our own bathroom with our just one roommate. And, yeah, it was, like, pretty much way better than the other dorms. I'll say that.
Yeah.
But, like, for me, my roommate, she is the sweetest person on earth. We get along so well. Like, I'm just blessed that I got somebody that is like me. Like me?
Yeah, like me. Like me?
Yeah. What? English? And we're like still roommates to this day. Yeah. Like, but I've seen like the messiness, the cattiness, the fighting, the dirtiness. Like, I'm sorry. Like, how are y'all living like this? You don't realize how dirty people are, like you said, until you get to college.
No,
like,
seriously.
Let me tell you. The other dorms, there was another dorm next to ours. It was called VC Hall. So that kind of had like the communal bathrooms. Yeah. There was another dorm like called Twitchell, whatever. Mm-hmm. And basically, my freshman year, there was a rumor going around that one of the girls, like a girl like SHITTED, and then put it like in the vents on the shower, gosh. Like, yes. And you know what they called? You know what they called the dorm after that? They called it VC Shitters and Twitchell Crappers or something like that. Oh yes. My God. Pictures literally going around of like her shit smeared on like the handles of the shower. Like,
oh no, what?
Walling out.
Yo.
Yes.
No, she's
violating everybody that lives in the dorm. Like,
nah, I'm not gonna lie, she would have got beat up for that.
Why did she do that?
No, she would have got beat up for that.
I don't know. Like, I'm like, I don't know how people live at home. Like, some people bring stuff with them, you know, creepy crawlies. Yeah. Like, I've seen that too. I'm like,
that's why I always say, like, you gotta be careful, like, where you sleep, where you lay, like, because sometimes
who you be around.
Because I remember, like, one of the girls, like, I don't think she lived on my floor, but her friends lived on my floor, and I guess the girl had lice, and like her friends were like always wondering, like, she was like, oh my god, my hair. She was like, oh, like, they were confused because she was the only one really like coming into their room. And I think one of the girls had went and was like my hair, like, and she's like, you have lice, there's somebody in your ear, like, who you're hanging out with. And she flipped out. She was like, girl, you have lice. She was like, oh, that's what that is. That's what that is.
Like, you don't feel like bugs crawling on you?
I was like, ma'am. She was like, oh, I thought it was
itching.
She said, I thought it was dandruff. Baby,
no,
dandruff.
Oh no.
That is so sad.
Like, and that's what I mean also by, like, really sitting down and realizing, like, how lucky I am to, like, know certain things. Because there's some people who just don't have that social, like, or not even social, that, like, I don't even know what you would call it. Because it's not really a social aspect. It's more so just, like, self-awareness, maybe, to where they understand, like, life as a whole. Like, oh, something smells fishy. Maybe like eat like little things like that, and people just no, like, that's no, like, that's not how you do things, like, at all. I just find it really strange that being in an all girls dorm, that was very humbling, very humbling. Because then my sophomore year, I got this place called Appalachian Heights. Oh my god, the best. If you go to Appalachian State and, like, get to choose a dorm, Appalachian Heights was probably, even though it's up a hill, like, up a hill, like, up a hill. I was walking my first time, I was like, I was dying. But one of the best dorms, they have new dorms now, but if you want to, like, be, like, kind of, like, away from campus to where, like, you're still on campus, that was the best dorm. It was, you had a living room, and then you had, like, a kitchen. And then you had 2 rooms on the side, you and your roommate. Like, it was 4 of us in one room, but, like, 2 over here, and then we had the community space. It was amazing. I loved it. And I'll do that again.
That's how my sophomore dorm was. But it wasn't like, we didn't have, like, a kitchen or whatever. Like, in between was, like, the bathroom area. So it was, like, 2 stalls and, like, 1 shower. That was also kind of like a nightmare because, you know, me and my roommate, yet again, we're cool, we're clean, like, you know.
Yeah.
But the girls, our suite mates on the other side, one time, their toilet, I don't know, something happened with the toilet on their side because they, you know, they use the left side, we use the right side. And they started having to come over to our toilet, like, using our toilet paper. Yeah. Not saying any, like, I think the toilet, like, had, like, flooded or something. Okay. But instead of, like, saying or, like, making a report, like, telling the dorm director, like, hey, such and such is wrong with our toilet. Not a word. Yeah. Like, and the shit stinks. Like, it's leaking all over the bathroom. Like, my roommate cleaned it up, mopped it up. Yes. Like, why does it take... Why can't we just be clean?
No, seriously.
Why can't, like, why are we like, why am I getting mad over a toilet right now?
No, seriously.
Because you're not clean. Like, let's be considerate. I think that's what also college is about too. Yeah. Like, let's be considerate of the other people that we live with, because I don't know you, you don't know me. And personally, like, I think we'd all be happy at the end of the day if we were just clean, nice, and kind.
Yeah, but unfortunately...
Yo, I didn't know, like, this, like, these horror stories are, like, real. If, like, I never experienced a dorm, so.
And people be like, oh, I want to go away to school. That's a part of going away to school.
Girls throwing
poop on the, yes, like.
Smearing it everywhere. Like,
yeah.
What is going on?
I know there's been girls, like, where, like, I'll go, because I usually try to shower, like, midnight, like, to where I know there's nobody in there or whatever.
Wait, it's public or like?
Yes, it's like every girl on that floor is using that bathroom. Like there's maybe like 5 showers,
I thought
5
you guys
toilets.
get, like, your own like shower.
No, freshman year, absolutely not. It was 5 or 6 showers, 5 toilets, and then like 5 sinks.
Yeah.
And you got to think like the hall was like wrapped around, so it was probably maybe like 30, 35 girls on that floor. Bro, I was literally like, bro, I saw one girl walk into the bathroom with no shoes on, and I was like,
disgusting.
I was like, bro.
Athlete's foot?
Wait, so you went to like an all girls dorm, right?
Yeah, I had to be an all girls dorm.
Did like girls ever like sneak guys in?
Oh, absolutely.
Hell yeah.
Of course. No, there was a curfew. Like after a certain time, you couldn't bring people in unless they were a female.
Yeah.
But like guys could come in like throughout the day, but once it got to a certain time at night, they couldn't come in. But if you had a cool RA or like a cool person that like worked in the front desk, they was coming in and out that.
You know, at my school, we didn't even get visitation until my sophomore year.
What?
Yeah. Hampton is very like, it's a very traditional school, and it's been kind of like moving away from that with the new president or whatever, but that's besides the point. Our school is very like traditional, like visitation. It gets caught off at like these hours. Like my freshman year, I'll go back to my freshman year, we were on like a curfew, so we had to be in at a certain time. Like our RA would come around, check if we're in the rooms, like a lot of like just strict stuff that you wouldn't expect. But I don't know, in a sense it's like you kind of have to go through it because everybody else kind of like goes through it in a sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, freshman year was fun for the most part. I think freshman year is typically the year that's fun for everybody because it's a new environment.
Yeah, it's your first time out of the
new
house.
People, boys or girls, whatever it is. Like, you just have a good old time. You're partying.
Well, you know what?
Maybe
I've been
not.
online these past 2 years. I'm going for the first time in person.
Really? Are you excited?
This fall. So maybe that's my freshman year.
No. I'm telling you, like, but you'll meet people that like are living like either on campus or something like that, and like they'll be like, oh, come, like.
Yeah, I met a girl that does Bible study.
Really?
Yeah, on the day that I registered for like classes and stuff, like I literally walked out and then she was like, "Hey, do you want to join my Bible study?" And I was like, "Yeah, girl."
No, and I think that's one thing freshman year that I really enjoyed was like meeting so many different like people, because everybody was interested in different things. Like it wasn't like high school where it's like you have your group of athletes, like you have this, because I'm gonna be honest, listen, the athletes we needed in the regular students in college. Like in high school it wasn't really like that, but once you get to college you'll see like a lot of people like are very inclusive in a sense of like the athletes know the anime people, like
Oh, so it's not like cliquey.
no, well, I wouldn't
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't say it's definitely still cliquey, but like in a sense of, I went to a PWI. I'm gonna just say that. So like the black people stuck with the black people, basically. So like when other black people saw black people, we was like, oh shoot, what's up? Like that's how it was for me. So obviously like that was a different experience. I don't know what it's like at a HBCU because it's obviously like majority black. Right. But for me, it was definitely like the black people definitely stuck together and stuff. So if we did see an athlete, usually we all saw each other at parties, like, and usually they were pretty cool, the cool ones or whatever. But yeah, that freshman year was a time. I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, I didn't really go outside until my I literally did not go to my first party into my junior year of college.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I was that scared.
I think that's what it was for me too. Like freshman year, I wasn't really partying unless it was like the parties on our campus.
Yeah.
It was rare that like we tried to go to a party that was off campus.
Yeah.
But if we did, like we would still have like a pretty good time.
Yeah.
Is it like how you see in the movies where like everybody's kind of like in the rooms hooking up with each other and then they're playing like the crazy like games?
No.
It's
it's nothing compared to that.
Okay. I would like every time I think of like dorm parties, I think of the movies.
I feel like when we had dorm parties, like they were
more so like gamey.
Yeah, like
like
kickback. Like it was like only a couple people. It wasn't like a massive room full of like 30 to like 60 people. But like the house parties, those can get really crowded. Yeah. Like, yeah, wait, was that my freshman year? Freshman year, yes. I went to a party and we were like the first ones there or whatever. Like, it may sound crazy, but we were like the first ones there. Like, basically the house was like kind of empty when we got there or whatever. But like as the night went on, like it got so packed that everybody was like shoulder to shoulder. Like it was hard to get through. Like I remember some guy like ended up rolling up on my back. Like yes, like we were having a good time. Yeah. And then like it was packed or whatever, and it was coming to an end. And they were like, oh, like, you gotta go, like, the police are coming, whatever. And so, like, everybody's tore up, whatever, you know, on whatever they on. And we're going down the stairs, and we're calling our Uber. And all of a sudden, all you hear is, bop, bop, bop. Yes, everybody starts scattering like roaches. Like, honestly, we could laugh at it now, but, like, back then, like me and my friends could laugh at it now, but that day, like, that... At that time, it was so terrifying. Like, our Uber just pulled up. We were like, let's go. Like, yeah. It was hilarious. Well, now it is.
Yeah, look. So this was like, I'm not going to show the camera, but like, this was like shit that they did in Gauntlet. Like, this was like a kickback. And I was like, I was trying to, like, you know when you low-key, like, what is this person doing? Like, I was trying to do one of those. Like
the camera on the low, like.
Like this, like. Girl. I was like, oh. Like, it was more, like, this was like a kickback. Like. Just like, oh, okay. It wasn't anything crazy. I don't think I have any videos like from Project Xbox. No, not at all. Like we would play the Wii. Like that was like the apartment.
Wait, that's the part.
Yeah, that was the apartment one that I had my sophomore year. I thought you were saying that
was the party.
Oh no, that was just the style of the apartment. Yeah. Like, I don't think I even have any videos of like parties I went to because like it was so fun that I didn't even need to pull my phone out. Like that's how good parties were. Like to where I was like. Let's go. Like, you know, it was one of those. I have a couple friends who probably have videos, but like me, I kept my phone in my pocket most of the time because to be like this and like, it was a lot.
I'm a picture taker, so I like to have my phone out sometimes. I could probably find one and show you. But yeah, no. Parties are really fun, but I feel like now I've kind of, in this part of life, I'm like, I kind of grown out of that. But it's always fun to have a little kickback, have a little...
Yeah, I like kickbacks. I like kickbacks. I think kickbacks were lit. Because kickbacks were more, like, vibey. Like, when people showed up, like, it was really, like, you had to talk to people. Like, rather than, like, a party. Yeah. I remember this one guy, like, I remember he pulled on my braid. Like, he was so, like, drunk. He
pulled on your braids?
He pulled on my braids. Like, he was, like, you know... Yeah. And he, like, pulled... And I, like, the guy that he was with, and I knew the guy he was with, he was like, bro, don't you ever, like... And I was like... Relax. And you could tell he was like he was like stumbling. Yeah. And I was like, just get him away from me. Like, you know? Yeah. So parties weren't. Okay. Let me see.
The camera can't see. This was me that night of the party where it got like, yes, having a good time.
Having a good time, as you should.
Having a good time. Like this was my friend. Like, toe up.
I've never gotten like that. Like really? I have no, besides like greening out. Like I've never had like, I'm looking. I have literally no, and it would be on Snapchat because back then like Snapchat was big. Yeah. I literally have no pictures from like. Yeah, because I really didn't go out until my sophomore year. So yeah, I have no pictures for like going out until. My junior year of college. I'm thinking of the picture of Brianna.
Bro.
Yeah, I'm looking. I literally have nothing.
The amount of time.
And my sophomore year was COVID. My sophomore and junior year were or sophomore year and freshman year was COVID in college. So I went home. So yeah, that makes sense. I went home. Yeah. The spring semester of my freshman year, and I came back my sophomore year. Then I wound up going home because they said they was gonna send everybody a check. Oh yeah, I was like bye bye, and I was gone. So I really didn't get to go out until my junior year anyway. Yeah. So
dang.
Yeah. So it made sense for me.
I forgot you were in that era.
Type.
At college.
No, it was definitely like one for the books. I'm not gonna lie. Once I got to my junior year, it definitely. I was like, you know what, like
things were changing.
Yeah. And I was like, at this point, like...
I might as well live it up.
Yeah, I was like, COVID took freshman and sophomore. I was like, absolutely
Everybody
not.
outside.
I was like,
back outside.
We outside. I'm back outside. Okay, so as we come to an end, I want to play a little game.
Not the British, a little game.
If you don't watch Love Island, watch it.
Literally, UK and USA.
I'd rather UK for sure over the USA.
I mean, USA is a little bit more cringy, but like this season 6,
okay,
pretty good.
Okay, so this or that is the game. And obviously it's based on just like college. So this or that, study alone or study with friends?
Study alone.
Study alone.
I would say study with friends only because we wear headphones. So like usually we're not really like, we'll get like a room in the library and everybody's like doing their own stuff. But there do be times where like people are like acting stupid. So I understand.
Yeah.
Morning classes or evening classes?
Morning classes.
Evening.
Okay. Afternoon. Can I say afternoon classes?
Yeah.
Because I knew.
No, you can't. It says morning or evening.
Okay, but morning then. Because I would never ever sign myself up for an 8 a.m. The earliest I've ever signed myself up for was like 9:30.
I think I've done like 10, 11, 12. Like I've done it back to back. Like, cause if you give me an hour, I'm going back to my room and I'm not coming out.
If I do an 8:30 a.m. class, I'm falling asleep in that class.
Yeah.
Or
I don't know how people do it, but a lot of athletes had to take those 8 a.m. classes because they worked out at 6 and they had to just, they ate and then they did whatever. Take detailed notes or rely on lecture recording.
Take detailed notes.
On lectures. I do that now.
Okay. I would say
like when they record the lecture and then like you could go watch it back later.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah, I go back to it.
I'm not gonna watch it. I'm sorry.
No, I go back to it and then I do my work while I'm watching it.
Oh, okay.
Period.
Yeah.
I would definitely say detailed notes. I'm not gonna lie, I did like writing in classes. Like my criminal justice class, that was the one class that I liked to have my notes a certain way.
Yeah.
But every other class I was like
my ATC classes, I'm like, I want to write it down in a book. Yeah. All my other classes, I'm like, okay, I can just,
I could type it.
Type it.
Oops. Sorry guys, that was the timer. 30 minutes. We are coming to an end. I'm crying. But library sessions or study in your dorm room or room?
Study in my room.
I would say library.
I say library too.
I like the library. Okay. Would you rather join a club or attend a social event?
A social event as in like a party or like social event as like something on campus?
Yeah, I think something on campus.
Club.
Club.
Okay. I would say social event because I feel like we had a lot of social events on campus with the Black Student Association on my campus. Mm-hmm. So that was like the time where we actually got.
I just feel like with social clubs is like you meet these people probably like once and it's not for sure that you're gonna keep talking to them again. Is true. Whereas like a club, like you keep seeing these people and you build relationships.
Yeah, true. Small friend circle or large social network.
Ooh, that's
large
a good
social
one.
network.
Large social network, like social network or a small friend circle. Two different things.
Small friend circle any day.
Ooh,
I'm not gonna lie.
Your network is your currency.
Bye. I would say a large social network, just because, in a sense of like different avenues or like different things I would want to do. Even now, like I feel like I have a medium-sized social network.
Yeah.
But I do also have a small friend circle. But if I had to pick, pick.
I don't know.
I might
feel
have
like
to pick.
Both is good. Like I feel like with a small friend group, you could create stuff with those friends. Yeah. But that's if those friends
are okay. Yeah.
Are work oriented and are up for those things.
That is true. Last one. Roommate bonding or personal space.
Roommate bonding.
I knew you were gonna say that shit.
Well, hello. That's how you get close to your roommate.
Honestly, I really do like my personal space.
I mean, there could be a balance. Like,
yeah.
There was that balance between me and my roommate. We would go out, hang out, do stuff together, and then we could come back in the room and be like, all right, you're over there, I'm over here.
Yeah.
We doing our own thing.
That is very true. I would definitely say for me it would be personal space. Like I like to be in other people's spaces, but like when it came to me, I was like, step back. Stay over there.
Yeah.
Thank you. But yeah. That I'm trying to think personal space. But I had to think, I was like, no personal space. Personal
Still
space.
that answer.
I'm gonna stick there. What is yours? Personal space, or like if you had a roommate?
Yeah. Okay. I would say personal space. I like being alone in my room. Like
Bye.
Type shit.
Yeah.
Okay. What are 3 pieces or a piece? Not 3. What is some advice you would give to a freshman going into college? Anybody want to start?
Okay, I'm gonna give a personal one that I feel like maybe other people that's been in my situation can relate to. So I'm in community college. Usually if you want to transfer to another school, I would say if you're a freshman, stay on top of your GPA if you're trying to get to another college that's, maybe up there and you really need to focus on your grades.
Yeah.
And also drop classes if you need to. Like, don't be afraid to drop classes.
Yes, that's a good one. My advice, if you're a freshman going in, I'm gonna be honest, do not bring all your clothes from home.
Please.
Listen.
That was the last thing I was expecting to come out of your mouth.
Listen, because I thought that I would need all of them goddamn clothes, and I wore the same thing at least like every week. Like, I knew exactly what I was wearing. Half of the stuff that I was like, oh, like, let me bring this. I barely wore anything in my closet. Like, I knew what I wanted to wear to class. I knew what I wanted to wear if I ever went out. Like I said, freshman year, I did not go nowhere. So that would be one. My other one would definitely be like, take electives that interest you, because that's how you're gonna know like what you want to do, because coming in sometimes as a freshman you can be undecided if you don't know exactly what you want to do. So take your gen eds obviously, but with other classes that you should take classes that make sense for like, oh, I'm interested in photography or I'm interested in graphic design. Like, take those electives so that when you're going in or coming to the end of your sophomore year, you can have a decision like, oh, I want to do X, Y, and Z, or whatever the case may be. That's very helpful and something that I wish I would have done. So,
okay, my piece of advice is take your time when you're going in. You don't have to necessarily like rush into certain things, commit to certain things. Like, get a feel for like the layout of however your university is, and like in due time you'll figure out what you like, what you don't like, who you want to be around, what you're interested in. So just ease, just just slide in that hoe.
Whoa.
all right.
No, but thanks again for watching Dormer 101, or I'm going to say this. Thank you for tuning in to Dormer 101 podcast, the podcast that has everything and nothing to do about college. I am your girl, Maya Gittins.
And I'm your girl, Victoria.
And, of course, today we have a Brianna with us. So, yeah, we will see you guys in our next video. And make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and have a good day or night. Bye.